Alright, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this Wednesday evening, right about 4:50 p.m. It is hot and swampy here in Duluth, Minnesota, which is so weird because yesterday it was like in the 50s and today it's 80. I don't know. Tonight's video du jour is two little things, nothing major, just a quick video. I will be going recording with the guys from Indie tonight. It's never dark enough. They make Shattered, which you can see right there. And then there's a cool t-shirt right there, which I will be wearing for the interview, so no big deal there. Let's get some housekeeping out of the way. As always, like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Let's grow the Meanie Army. Let me pull it up. I apologize. I wasn't really prepared to do a video. We got 3 new subscribers. Francisco P., Zulfikar Zaban, and Robert Young. And I believe that's it. Yeah. So quick shout out to Francisco, Zulfikar, and Robert Young. Thank you guys for subscribing. I hope you enjoy your time here on the Mr. Mean channel. It's a talking head syndrome, and I just I whip out these videos sometimes up to 3 a week, and on average 1 a week. And I hope I provide some insight and some useful knowledge for your noggin. I'm on ZellyPay. All donations that go into the channel come in, go into the channel. I'm on PayPal Pay Me, and I'm on Discord. Obviously, there's links on the doobly-doo. Feel free to join up. We talk about games. I'm usually available 90% of the day, unless work is crazy, and in which case I'm not. But for the most part, feel free to drop me a message. I will reply. I try to reply to all the comments in the messages here. So hopefully everything is good in everybody's world. And so that's a quick update. What's going on? Hopefully everybody is well, surviving during this COVID time. There's 2 things I want to go over. The first thing is Lewis Porter Design. They've been in the business for a while now, and I've covered a couple of their products. It's been a while. They have Neo Exodus for Pathfinder, first edition Pathfinder. They are not doing anything for second edition as far as I know, but they have a new M&M setting. M&M is Mutants and Masterminds. Those that have followed my channel for a while know that I'm a huge M&M fan. Mutants and Masterminds, here for henceforth referred to as M&M. There's a bunch of the books on the shelf there. You can see them. I always get this confused. Right there. Right there. That's all M&M books. And then there's a bunch on the second shelf. But anyway, they have a thing that they've created called Amazing Universe. It's on Drive-Thru RPG. I'll put links down in the doobly-doo. But one of the cool things, and I'm going to do a separate review on the PDFs that they've published, but I did pick up their cards. And I'm just trying to get this set up before I actually open it. You can buy these through Drive-Thru RPG. I think it was $9.99 plus tax. It was relatively cheap. They come on poker grade stock paper, so just like your normal playing cards from Bicycle that you buy. So they're durable. They're going to last a while. Comes in this nice case. It was very well packaged. I highly recommend if you're into cards for your RPGs or just cards in general for any supported RPG that you're into. And if they sell them on Drive-Thru RPG, please go check them out. They do fine product, and it's usually shipped relatively fast. There's also another, let me just point this out. There is a, in the doobly-doo down there is a Drive-Thru RPG affiliate link. And what that is if you click on that and then go buy whatever it is you want to buy. So you click on it, it'll take you to Drive-Thru RPG, and then you can browse whatever you want. And whatever you buy, I get a little kickback. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It doesn't cost the publisher anything. It's just Drive-Thru RPG, for whatever reason, likes my content, and they allow me to be an affiliate. I am also fortunate enough to say that typically Drive-Thru RPG does not allow video reviews on their page, but they have allowed me to do it. So another kudos to me. So I have to go in and do some more remember to post my reviews of things that I've bought off of Drive-Thru RPG. This will be one of them. So anyway, Amazing Universe by Lewis Porter Designs. They make the Neo Exodus Pathfinder world, which is some super cool stuff. It's definitely a different world, more heroic or more almost superhero-ish for Pathfinder, although it is a fantasy setting. But back to these for M&M. Go check it out. That's basically what I'm saying. Amazing Universe, like I said, is these are plot twist cards. If you've never heard of this is a neat thing. This is great for struggling GMs or for anybody. I've used variations of these in other games. These are a great device for when you're just having a brain fart, or you don't know what's going on, or you're shot and you don't know, or your D&D group has futzed on you, and you've got some other friends, and they say, "Hey, let's play M&M," and you don't know where to go. Boom! You break out the plot cards, you deal 3 of them, you choose one. So this is the plot twist cards. Requires the Mutants and Masterminds Heroes Handbook by Green Ronin Publishing. So if you weren't aware, Mutants and Masterminds is made by Green Ronin, and that's of course on Drive-Thru-RPG as well. So when you order it, you get this printed in the USA, which I'm going to say support right off the bat because printing in the USA is awesome. And then it's got a little picture of what you get. So this is always good. You want to keep this because it has all of the information on the back of the card to tell you what you've ordered. So if you lose a card, if your dog eats it, your kid eats it, I have a 3-year-old, could very well happen, or your wife accidentally throws it away, which my wife's really good about that, but it could happen. This is your information here. You can get it reprinted, or if you need a certain card reprinted, I think they can help you with that. But anyway, I just wanted to take a second to go over this. So you get this using plot twist. I'm not going to read it. You guys can read it. The whole point of this is for you to go out and buy it. But there's 2 types of plot twist cards in here. There's play twist. This card gives the player a mechanical advantage, allowing them to bend the standard rules. Play cards have different durations, and it goes on from there. And then you have plot twist, which is exactly what it sounds like. This card introduces a change to the story. Plot twists act like complications, including the way they can generate victory points for the hero. Plot twist should only last the duration of the session, but if the player and the GM agree, they should consider folding it into the character's complications. So, and there's some more information on there. So, there's also, it's 56 cards. There's also 2 cards with the OGL, the Open Game License, because M&M is a OGL derivative. It's a D20 based game. So you need that. And I dig the art. I mean, the card, it's a very nice looking card. And then you have whatever's on the back. So like it'll tell you along the side of the card that it's a drawback in this case. And then it says, why did it have to be snakes? So in this case, your character has a heretofore unrevealed phobia that coincides with the current adventure. The snake-themed villain team triggers the hero's childhood fears of snakes. They may have to crawl through an air duct, exasperating their claustrophobia. For the duration of this session, they have the phobia complication. So this is really good. It just adds a little depth to players. And gives you something to, the GM to play with. And I've got these all out of order now, don't I? Oh, maybe I didn't. This one's just slightly different. Not sure why that is. It's red. Oh, there we go. So yeah, these are red. So you get a whole bunch. We'll just grab one at random here. Doing this all day. Power level 10 or higher. Duration. Scene. Play during a fight against an opponent with a higher power level than your character. Take the difference between your character's power level and the opponent's. Your character has a circumstance bonus equal to that value, either to damaging that opponent or to their defenses against that opponent. Decided when the card is played. And the quote is, these all have some really cool quote. That all you got? I heard you were tough. So it's those kind of things. So these are great for, just whipping up a quick adventure or, messing with the players, so to speak, and doing different things. So it's got some decent art on it. Like, there's one just kind of random. Let's see. There's a nice, cool spaceship. So all different kinds of art, cool quotes. So just inspiration for the GM. Players can draw these and use the plot twist if it's a player derivative, or the GM can use them to introduce new things into the story. And again, you get The uber cool case. It's pretty sturdy. I mean, it's not going to take a beating, but it's good enough to stay in there and be used for a gaming session. So that's uber cool. Again, that's by Lewis Porter Design and Lewis Porter Jr. Designs, and it's for Mutants and Masterminds. So super cool. The next thing, what I'm really excited about, one of my viewers, Cameron, reached out to me last week and said, "Hey, I'm working on a zine. Would you mind looking at it for me?" Didn't ask for a review, just said, "Hey, I'll send it to you. Here's the PDF." I glanced over it. I said, "Oh yeah, it looks pretty cool. I kind of like what I'm seeing here." He said, "Well, I also sent you a physical copy in the mail, the Mudlark hack." So this is an OGL hack, but if you're thinking, "Oh God, another OSR, old school D&D," you couldn't be further from the truth. This thing uses a little bit of everything. It's very intuitive. I like what Cameron has done with this. This is version 1.2. You can get this on DriveThruRPG right now for $1 or $3.99, $4. And you've got, I believe it's 24 pages, 25 including the OGL, because by law he has to include that. There's no art in here except for what's on the cover and what's on the back. That's it. And it's a simple, you just print it out, and you fold it all together, and it makes a little book. I don't know if Cameron can work out a deal with DriveThru to get it print on demand. I'm not quite sure the mechanics of that and how that would all work. But Cameron, when you watch this, might be something worth doing, just because it would be nice to have this a little more solid. Although I suppose you could print it full page and then put it in a binder. That would work as well. You could also staple this, take it to Kinko's and have them, or UPS store, or whatever they're called now, and have it turned into a little booklet. I'm sure that would be easy enough to do. But house rules, systems, and customization for a down and dirty game that is not too deadly. Mudlark, noun. Someone who scavenges the mud near rivers trying to find valuable or interesting objects. Second definition. Poor Victorian children nicknamed mudlarks, used to dig at low tide in the foul-smelling muck of the Thames to scavenge lumps of coal and other items they could sell for a pence. This is another one. You guys know, if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, that I like to highlight indie press publishers, or non-big guys. I like to support the big guys, but I like to support the little guys. And Cameron is a little guy. And this is neat. It uses a sliding scale for dice, so you're going to use all of your dice, a full polyhedral set. It's an effort-based skill system allowing binary tests to have more weight. What's neat is when you roll, like say you're rolling damage, and you're rolling a d6 and a d4, if your d6 rolls a 6, you grab a d8 and you roll. If that d8 rolls an 8, you grab a d12 and you roll. So you could wind up doing a lot of damage, and you add it all together. And skills work very similar. He's got some classes in here. It uses a roll and keep mechanic, which is very cool. This is literally a complete game all in and of itself. It's only 24 pages, so I don't want to go in too depth because I want you to buy it. Cameron has set up his DriveThruRPG account so that you can go on there and buy it. I'll put a link down in the doobly-doo to it. This is a complete game all in one. And he says it's not too deadly, but I think it's going to be pretty rough. I think it's pretty cool. Had to take a little break there, guys, and go take care of my little guy. He's screaming like a maniac, and I can't have that. So, as I was saying, indie press game, $4, DriveThruRPG, can't beat it. It is literally pretty complete game. So I've told you what I like about it. I like the dice system. I like the spell casting. You got all your classes in here. It's a roll and keep system. He uses encounter time, expiration time. So he's taken some concepts from a lot of different games, and he's rolled them up all into one and actually into something that is his own. And I really like that. He deals with critical success and failure, damage, healing, death, and dying, resting, out of action things that you can do. I mean, it's very clear, concise, and to the point. Spell casting, sorcery, clerical, ritual casting, character concept, rolling stats. To create a character, roll a d8 using the roll and keep and add 6. This will generate a number between 7 and 14 with the chance to exceed 14 if the highest value on the highest die is rolled. Perform this process 6 times. So you're already going to have decent stats for the most part. Well, you might not. You might roll crappy. Choose a class, buy equipment, encumbrance, and how to gain levels. Starting stats for a sellsword, a sneak, aka the thief, the cultist. It also gives you some cultist spells. The sorcerer gives you sorcerer spells. A dwarf, a halfling, an elf, elven spells because elves are magical in nature and they get spells. And then your treasure dice, and then it tells you a little bit of different stuff that's coming on from there. Useful gear, magic, wands, staves, miscellaneous magic, monster hit dice, and he gives you a page and 3/4 of monsters and their hit dice, their damage, and their armor. It can't get any simpler, guys. This is really well done. I think for $3, and I think he could have easily sold this for straight up $5, maybe even 7. It is only 24 pages. There's very little art. We all know art is what kills a game because it's so expensive, and rightly so. Artists put a lot of time and effort into their work, and they deserve to be paid for their talent. But writers deserve to be paid as well. And I say that only because I'm writing an adventure for Stranded from Feral Games Inc. So I want to be paid, by golly. But anyway, Cameron did this. You can purchase it on DriveThruRPG. I think it is highly worth your $3.99. You would be doing yourself a favor. And of course, if you do buy it, tell them Mr. Mean sent you. Better yet, use my affiliate link, which will be posted in the notes of the video. And I think, man, if you've got someone that you want to get into D&D, but D&D is a little complicated, especially when you start breaking out all those books, and God forbid you go Pathfinder 1st edition or even Pathfinder 2nd edition. Those games are pretty herky. Big rule books. I mean, this is a pamphlet, guys. Anybody can do this. And you might just create a new gamer, and we always need more gamers, right? So someone young in your house that you want to get into, I think this would be a good way to go. It's very simple. There's nothing super complicated. There's not any complex math. There's no division. There's no long division. No short division. There's no division. But it's basic information. It's tough or not tough. It's easy to sit down and start playing and pick this up right away and start playing it. And it's a game in 24 pages. It's what I can't say anything else. Pick it up. You can play your cultist, you can play your sorcerer, you can play a thief. Of course, they call them sneaks, or a sellsword, which is basically a mercenary or a warrior. Gives you everything you need, what you gain at a new level. It's very simplistic, but yet complex enough to, I think, keep you interested. I would love to get my gaming group to sit down and play this. I think this would be fun. Or right now during this pandemic that we're going through, maybe run an online game would be fun. Maybe I can talk to Cameron and get him to run it, and I'll record it on the Mr. Mean Speaks channel. So guys, that is the Mudlark hack. $3.99 DriveThruRPG. Links in the doobly-doo. I can't say any more. Buy it. You'll be glad that you did. You can thank me later, and kick Cameron down a little love and let him know that he wrote a good game here. As always, guys, remember tonight, before I sign off, tonight I'll be recording another video with the It's Never Dark Enough guys, Indie, INDE, the fine purveyors of Shattered RPG that you can see right there, that I backed on Kickstarter. They've agreed to come on the channel and do a interview with me. They've got some new exciting stuff coming out, and hopefully we'll get a taste of what's coming, and we'll know. So as always, guys, like and subscribe, tell your friends, help promote the channel. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and we're almost up to 700 subs, man. It's awesome. So as always, peace and hair grease, and remember, wear your mask, Cover your mouth when you cough if you're not wearing a mask. Maintain social distancing, minimum 9 feet. I know the CDC says 6 feet, but we've all seen how far a sneeze can travel, sometimes up to 27 feet. So be safe, guys. Please try to stay out of public places if you can. I know social distancing sucks, but we've got to flatten this curve. We've got to knock this virus out so that it doesn't spread. That's my public service announcement message. Peace, love, and hair grease. Remember, as always, Mr. Mean says be nice.